pain, your Protectometer dims and sims coming up next. Professor Lorimer Moseley in Australia is a pain neuroscientist, and he has dedicated his life's work to understanding pain and the brain and how we can use understanding of the brain and how it works with pain to reduce our experience of pain in our bodies. So I just gave this talk in a class I'm teaching on headaches and helping people with headaches. And I thought, gosh, this was really important for everybody. So I wanted to come on and share this with you. When we go into a stress response, that means that our brain has detected something as a threat, and it triggered this stress response to go into protection mode. So the stress response is really protection. It's about protecting the human. The number one job of the brain is keep the human alive, protect the human. I call that part of our brain the inner Neanderthal. It's just like this caveman or cavewoman in there with a club ready to just like mash some stuff, right? So that's your inner protector. And Lorimer Moseley speaks about that part of the brain or that response of the brain as the protectometer. And the gauge on the protectometer is relative to how many DIMs, danger in me, you have, and how many SIMs, or safety in me, you have. So let's break that down a little bit. A DIM, danger in me, means that there's something that in your mind or your environment that feels like danger. That could be your fear around your pain. It could be your anger about your pain, your anger at your body about your pain. It could be that you got a diagnosis that you don't understand, or that someone read your x-ray and said, whoa, there's a lot of disc degeneration here, without actually saying to you, and that's normal for someone your age, because it can be really normal. So when we get news or hear something or experience something that feels like a threat, it could be your relationship isn't going well. It could be your child is struggling, or your friend is struggling, or someone you love is sick. It could be bills to pay. All of these things increase danger in me, or DIMS. And getting mad at your body, getting angry at your life, getting angry at your body increases the DIMS. And what the science shows, and Lorimer Moseley has a bunch of research to prove this, the more DIMS you have, the more danger in me there is, the greater your experience of pain, regardless of what kind of pain it is. This could be back pain. It could be headaches. It could be pain in cancer. It could be arthritis pain. Any kind of pain you have, the higher the DIMS, the more pain. The higher the SIMs, the less pain. So what are the SIMs? The SIMs are, oh, I tweaked my back, but I'm strong and I know how to deal with it. I'm going to be okay. A SIM could be a supportive friend who's like, I got you. You're sick. I'm going to bring you some soup. A SIM could be a supportive partner, a great neighborhood where you live. A SIM could be having some friends that you can count on. A SIM can be understanding what's going on in your body. So if you're experiencing headaches and you understand the conditions that led to your headaches, and you feel empowered through some practices that you're going to be able to bring down your headaches, that's a SIM, understanding that disc degeneration is normal over time, and pretty much every human on the planet has some disc degeneration. So it doesn't send you into fear and worry. That's a SIM. So we want to cultivate the SIMs, or the safety in me, which I call cultivating a sense of safety, because that allows that inner Neanderthal, or your protectometer, to kind of relax and pull you out of the stress response. Why is that important? Why does being in the stress response activate pain or increase our experience of pain? Well, a few things happen when we go into a sympathetic activation or fight or flight or a stress response. There's a lot I'm not going to talk about, like what happens in your heart, what happens in your insulin levels. There's a whole bunch of other things. But relative to physical pain, two essential things happen immediately when we go into a stress response. Inflammation increases immediately in the body. It's like your body knows that you're about to run or kick your way to safety. You're going to tear some stuff. So your body is proactively triggering inflammation to get ready to repair. So that happens systemically. And as well, your flexor muscles contract. The flexor muscles contract. So you might find when you get stressed out that your hands go into fists, right? And your elbows bend because you're ready to punch, right? You're ready to do some boxing. That's why boxing feels so good. It might be that you're curl up in a ball to protect your organs, or your hip flexors activate so that you can kick or you can get ready to run, maybe for a really long time. So the hamstrings will contract because they're knee flexors. So all the flexor muscles contract. They automatically get triggered to contract. So tension in muscles immediately increases, contraction and tension. Inflammation immediately increases as part of your sympathetic activation, fight or flight, or stress response. The stress response gets activated when there's a sense of danger. So again, the more danger in me, the more DIMS, the more regularly you're going into a stress response. Fear and worry about your pain activates the stress response because those are DIMS, increases your inflammation and increases tension in your muscles. So cultivating the SIMs, asking questions, getting some understanding, doing empowering things that help you to feel like you are in control. So doing some rolling around on balls, taking walks, doing movement also helps to process that stress chemistry and helps it to shake its way out of your body. Throw yourself a little dance party. That's a sim. Get moving, get that stress chemistry moved through your body. That's going to reduce the tension in your body, increase the SIMs. Find a supportive friend. Call a friend and go, hey, I'm worried about this and I need some help. So finding those places where you have SIMs and cultivating the SIMs. And then also recognizing that you might be feeding the DIMS by going into fear and worry about your pain or anger. Anger is a DIM, holding your breath. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, it's going to hurt. How long is this going to be, right? Holding your breath is definitely a DIM, as a danger in me, because you're starving your body of oxygen and your brain's like, whoa, hold on, get things going, protect, because if you're starving your body of oxygen, that is definitely a threat. So that's a DIM. So noticing when your inner world, your worry, your fear, your stress, your anger, your frustration, notice when that's high. Notice your experience in your body. You might notice that your pain is far greater when you're experiencing that stress. So belly breathing, purposefully relaxing your muscles, and understanding this protectometer, this inner Neanderthal inside you, and increasing the SIMs, cultivating safety, being around people that you know care for you, taking some deep breaths, slowing down, doing some movement, go have fun with somebody, find some joy to experience, and reducing the DIMS, reducing the anger, frustration, not allowing yourself to get caught in that worry and fear. And I get it. Pain is worrisome and can be fearful. And so I understand. I've been there. And so I really want you to work with your breath, belly breathing, doing some movement, and then finding a team member, finding somebody to support you. And that's going to really help boost that sense of safety, boost those sims, reduce your dims, and you'll find just that is going to significantly support you in your healing journey and getting out of pain. So I trust that you found this video to be helpful. I also did another talk earlier about your brain and tension that begins in the brain. I highly recommend you watch that video. We'll put a link down in the description. And let's close with just a moment of self-kindness to cultivate sims and further encourage your understanding of this experience. So place your right hand over your heart, find your heartbeat, left hand on your belly, take one nice big breath. Relax your muscles. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. I appreciate you. Thank you, inner protector. Thank you, body. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.